Hi, I'm Sunny, an AmeriCorps member serving with the Denver County 4-H program. Today, I will be presenting to you an activity from our Storytime STEM series. We will read the book Hi Koo, talk about some STEM concepts, and then I will show you how to make your own edible earth. Are you ready to have fun?
Hi Koo, A Year of Season, presented by Koo and John J. Muth. Author's note: haiku is a poetic form that originated in Japan. Traditionally, it was made up of 17 sound parts called ons, divided into 3 lines with 5, then 7, then 5 on. But English syllables and on are not the same. Haiku that are direct translations into English are often shorter than a total of 17 syllables, unless a translator has chosen to create a 5-7-5 pattern using English syllables. Over time, haiku has evolved so that many modern poets no longer adhere so rigidly to the structure. I have not restricted myself to the 5-7-5 syllable pattern that many of us grew up learning haiku must be. For me, haiku is like an instant capture in words, using sensory images. At its best, a haiku embodies a moment of emotion that reminds us that our own human nature is not separate from all of nature. John J. Muth. P.S. If you look closely, you can find an alphabetical path through the book by following the capitalized words in each haiku: A, autumn; B, broom; C, coat, and so forth. Fall, autumn. Are you dreaming of new clothes? These leaves fall forever, my broom awaits. Found, in my coat pocket, a missing button, the wind's surprise. Dance through cold rain, then go home to hot soup. Eating warm cookies on a cold day is easy. Friend, is that you knocking at the door? 2. Winter, snowfall, gathers my footprints, I do a powdery stomp. Snowball hits the stop sign, hearts beat faster, are we in trouble? Icicles reach down with dripping fingers. Will they touch the ground? In the snow, this cat vanishes, just ears and twitching tail. King, my crown, a gift from a snowy branch. Shadows getting long, snowfall flutters around the outside lamps. Morning crocuses, winter is old now and closes her doors. Spring, new leaves, new grass, new sky, spring. Too much TV this winter, my eyes are square, let's go out and play. Flashlights sparkle in puddles, shadows climbing trees. Quiet and still, long enough for birds to make nests. Reading aloud a favorite book, an audience of sparrows. Killing a bug afterward, feeling alone and sad. Summer, tiny lights, garden full of blinking stars, fireflies. Summer morning, up with the kite, send the moon to bed. Violet petal caressing a cheek, butterfly kisses. Water catches every thrown stone, skip, splash. Perilous tic-tac-toe, X's and O's sometimes become dragons. Come again, visit your upside-down, fuzzy-eared friend. Becoming so quiet, 0 sound, only breath. Colorado State University Extension, the AmeriCorps program, and Denver County 4-H present Storytime STEM's The Reason for the Seasons. Let's talk about some STEM concepts associated with our book Hi Koo and the reasons for the seasons. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. Science areas like astronomy and meteorology help us understand the seasons. Did you know there are satellites up in space that help track our weather?
Engineers that build satellites are called aeronautical and astronautical engineers. We use math to help us calculate the time it takes for the Earth to go around the Sun. Scientists that make observations about the weather are called meteorologists. Climatologists also make observations about the weather, but they track changes over time so they can help us understand the seasons and the changes that happen. Many different sciences also help us understand the seasons. Astronomy, meteorology, geography, physical geography, physics, all of these areas work together to understand the seasons. Spring is when we have longer days than nights, and it starts about March 20th. Spring will be happening soon. Spring is always followed by summer. Summer is a period with longer daylight hours starting about June 21st when we have the longest day of the year. Autumn comes next. Autumn is a time period on Earth when we have longer nights than days. It starts about September 20th. Winter is our last season, and it's a period marked by shorter daylight hours starting about December 21st when we have the shortest day of the year. The reasons for the seasons. All of the planets travel around the sun. The time it takes for Earth to go around the sun is 1 year. This path is called an orbit. This path is slightly elliptical or oval-shaped. The elliptical orbit actually makes the Earth closer to the sun in the wintertime. Gravity keeps us on the Earth, but it also helps keep the Earth in orbit around the sun. The Earth is tilted on its axis at a 23.5 degrees tilt. It's tilted towards Polaris, the North Star, and the Earth wobbles just a little bit on its axis. It's not perfectly balanced. The tilt causes the light and heat from the sun to hit the Earth at an angle. Let's take a look at what that looks like. So the Earth has seasons because of the tilt of the Earth on its axis. As it travels around the sunlight hits the Earth in the northern hemisphere with different angles. The Earth is tilted towards the sun in spring and summer, and away from the sun in fall and winter. And now you know the reasons for the seasons. Let's take some time now to look at the materials we'll need for our edible earth models. Now that you know the reasons for the seasons, let's work on our edible earth models. To make our edible earths, you're going to need some gumdrops or spice drops, marshmallows, butter, crispy rice cereal, chocolate chips, and if you want, edible decorating sprinkles. The supplies you'll need are small mixing bowls, a non-reactive pan to heat the chocolate chips in, and another one to heat the marshmallows and butter in, spoons, spatula, plastic wrap, and baking spray. All right, let's take a look at how we make our edible earth models. All right, so there's our earth all covered in chocolate, and we'll just sprinkle some snowflakes on it and let it cool for a little bit longer and enjoy.